10 pounds each race. Sitting in the stands can be draining too, especially on a warm day as we have today here at Edmonton City Center Airport. That's why Rexall would like to make sure you are running at peak performance here at the Rexall Edmonton Indy. Rexall, a family first, and we invite you to stop by the Rexall store here at the track. They've got a store actually set up. You can also get complimentary massage as well as earplugs, and they're also providing free sunscreen SPF 30 and SPF 45. Business is banking at Service Credit Union because formulas don't replace thinking. Money is the means, not the finish line. Service Credit Union is locally owned, and they understand the unique challenges and opportunities businesses are facing in Alberta each day. Service Credit Union, feel good about your money. Looking up on the big screen, the 22 car of Wouter Bowman as we continue to run under a full course yellow. Coming up on about 10 minutes to go before they will see the checkered flags. So hopefully we'll get those disabled race cars off the racetrack and we'll be able to go back to green here within the next couple of laps. Hole's Greenhouse has put pedal to the metal, providing all the beautiful planters you see at today's Rexall Edmonton Indy events. High-performance cars meet high-performance plants. Rev up your yard this year by enjoying gardening at Hole's. Hole's is a proud sponsor of the Rexall Edmonton Indy. The Indy Racing League thanks the following official partners for their continued support of Firestone Indy Lights. Apex Brazil, official energy and trade supplier. Coca-Cola, official soft drink, water, enhanced water, and sports drink. Delphi, official safety technology supplier and sponsor of the Delphi safety team. For Earth Inc., official fuel reformulator. Featherlight, the official trailer. Firestone, official tire and sponsor of the Firestone Indy Lights, Firestone Firehawk Cup. Izod, official apparel, and K&N Filters, official air filter. Everyone needs a tractor, but everyone wants a John Deere. A Martin Equipment, they can take pride in offering the highest quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. Martin Equipment, proud to serve the local community here in Edmonton for some 44 years. Rexall Edmonton Indy is brought to you in part by CarStar Collision Centers. Accidents are stressful enough, so come to CarStar for stress-free repairs every time. To find a location near you, you can visit their website at carstar.ca. The IndyCar Series would like to thank the following promotional partners: Bosch, Canon, Clabber Girl, eBay, Herf Jones, National Guard, Racing Radios, Raybestos, Verizon Wireless, and Extract. Perkin-Elmer Instruments is proud to help ensure the competitive traditions of racing as the official fuel certification partner to the Indy Racing League and the Indianapolis 500. So, David, cars out here, just one full course yellow so far here today, which is pretty amazing considering the tremendous speed differentials we're seeing out there on the racetrack. There's another one of the cars that was disabled and was part of the reason for the full course yellow. That is the Stuart McNair Lotus, a 1973 Lotus Europa Special. He is running in the vintage class, but car number 75 looks like they will be a DNF here as well. And so for all of the drivers, Lawrence Howlett earlier, that 59 car we saw of Brad Musat, they're now going to be at the wrong end of the starting grid for that big final race tomorrow afternoon. It kicks off at 1:30 right before our 95-lap Rexall Edmonton Indy race.
Yeah, we should be getting a green fairly quickly. The AMA have been out there with their tow trucks pulling the stuff off the track. We saw the one on screen, which was the one that was at the start-finish line. And I would assume I saw the tow truck quite earlier at the Brad Musat's car.
While the pace car, the Porsche pace car, has pulled off of the racetrack, there's the green flag back out. We're going to have about a 5-minute shootout. This is enough time to get in 3, maybe 4 laps. And there is the race leader, Wouter Bowman, in car number 22, off of turn 1. But right on his rear bumper is that number 11 car of Rocky Ely. So the two British Columbia drivers going at it here up through turns 3, 4, and into 5. And Bowman in the Mazda continues to hold off that number 11 car again. And they go side by side in a pass up into turn number 7. And they go side by side through the far side there of the racetrack. Bowman lost the lead for a moment, but he went right back around the outside of car number 11 to retake the lead.
Yeah, that little Mazda is a little more nimble in the corners. The car 11 has got a lot more power, but a lot heavier, harder to corner. So I would expect the number 11 to go much quicker in the straightaway, but 22 is going to get him in the corners.
Well, we've seen that Mazda RX-7 get around that big 11 car a couple of times and did it pretty much under braking. They work out of turns 13 and 14 on the start-finish straightaway. We'll watch the flag stand to see when they get that last lap indication. This qualifying race here, your results here today, is going to determine where you sit on the starting grid for the big final tomorrow afternoon in front of a jam-packed crowd. But I tell you, we've got a great crowd here at Rexall Speedway. Up on the big screen, there you see the 11 car. Rocky Ely did get in on the inside, grabbed the lead for a moment. He ran up on the curbing. That allowed Wouter Bowman in car number 22 to retake the lead on the outside. Running back in third, but almost 13 seconds back is that 0-1 of Dennis Bainbridge in the Fusion FRC 14. Ken Staples, number 19, is fourth. The 40, that is the big Corvette of Dennis Garuck out of Calgary. He runs in fifth. Car number 3, Edmonton's Harold Schmidt in the Porsche, is sixth. Seventh is Bruce Willocks in car number 6. 58, Ralph Zutter in eighth. The 89 car up into the 9th place spot now is Michael Stevenson from Edmonton. That's a GTP 2 class car. And then rounding out the top 10 is car number 27, and that is Trent Oster out of Edmonton in another Mazda RX-7. That is a GP2 class car.
I wonder if Harold Schmidt's car number 3 was having trouble earlier. He was dropping back, whether he was having an overheating problem or not. Now that we've had this little cool off where they were under the yellow, he's suddenly coming back and moving up in the field once more.
23 laps go up on the board, and now Wouter Bowman trying to pull the breakaway here with the laps winding down in that number 22 Mazda RX-7. He's opened up a good 12 to 15 car lengths here on Rocky Ely in car number 11. Dennis Bainbridge in that Fusion. Oh, and we've got a problem here up on the big screen into the tire wall. The number 67 car of Doug LaBelle. That is the big Corvette. Doug LaBelle, that is a vintage class 1967 Corvette. We visited with Doug here on Thursday up on the big screen. This is up in turn number 11, and he just slides into the tire wall. Didn't hit it real hard, but we'll go to yet another full course yellow. So LaBelle in car number 67, who was second in the vintage class here at Edmonton a year ago, is over there in the tire walls, and it looks like he's trying to restart the engine on that Corvette. But so far, no luck, not able to refire the race car, and we're under our second full course yellow here of the afternoon in our qualifying race for the Northern Alberta Sports Car Club GT Invitational for the Eurasia Cup. David?
It almost looked like there might have been something mechanical on that car, because as you saw it, he went in the corner. He didn't appear on the screen, at least, to be going all that fast, but it looked like he never even attempted to go around the corner. So he may have a mechanical problem, although he's trying to restart the car, obviously, out there.
While Doug LaBelle in car number 67 from Calgary is the reason for the second of our full course yellows. And again, we check the clock here. We're on a time certain schedule. We'll be going to Firestone Indy Lights opening ceremonies in about 15 minutes. But right now we're under a full course yellow. And we'll see if they do get back rolling here. Now we got another problem on the racetrack. Another one of our cars has stopped over here. We'll get the number on this car here in just a moment. But LaBelle, car number 67, was the reason for the flag coming out. Looks like that may be the 63 car of Mark Schwabenbauer out of Moirenville, as the 22 car continues to pace the field. 24 laps completed, and we'll wait here for the official word. This could end up taking the checkered flag under the full course yellow, because they're coming right up on that 45-minute time limit on the event here this afternoon. So the positions you see there on the racetrack, and I believe we've got about somewhere in the vicinity of about 14 or 15 cars still running here on the lead lap. We saw that Corvette of Doug LaBelle. He was second, as we said here, a year ago in the vintage class. That car puts out about 400 horsepower, and he bought it some 30 years ago from Andre Post, who runs the Post Hotel up in Lake Louise. And he has raced that car all over the Northwest and in Western Canada. Also has run it at the Knox Mountain Hill Climb in Kelowna that takes place every Victoria Day weekend. And working with a couple of volunteer crew members, David. All of these drivers pretty much with volunteer crew members. Jay Harris and Garnett McEwen are the two crew members on that 67 Corvette. I don't know how much work they're going to have to do to get that car repaired. But as we suspected, there it is. We will end this qualifying race for the Northern Alberta Sports Car Club Eurasia Cup under a full course yellow, as they get both the yellow full course yellow flag and the checkered flag. And there is 22, Wouter Bowman. He will take the win, and he will do a couple of donuts down here in the turn one area. Wouter Bowman, there's the 11 car. Are they going to start something?